It is Sunday, 12:37 p.m. I am rolling up to Larry's house to shoot an audition, and apparently I'm also going to be meeting my replacement for when I leave for California, which I found out about this morning, so that's interesting. It's locked. Hello.
I forgot I had the screen door chained.
Yeah.
I don't do that very often.
How's it going?
It's going okay.
I'm here. The traffic was horrible.
Oh, lots of different things happening. Yeah, this is a real long shot.
Is it?
Yeah, the characters, I think the character, what I see the character as being is quite a bit younger, but...
Okay. Is it a long audition?
The trick is going to be to put this all together.
Uh-huh.
That when she comes, well, I'm glad we're going to have this other voice, because we're going to have to rehearse this. As you can see, that's a whole skip down to page 2. And I'll read the superintendent part, and you read Harry and John Gilbert, and then when it gets to the police officer, I'm going to just improvise. This is one of the first auditions that we've done that they basically said, look like the period.
Oh.
The piece, which is why I shaved the goatee and facial hair, because during this time, men did not. They'd even taken the little mustaches that were during the 40s, and they were gone because it was post-war. So let's just read through it real quickly so you get an idea of what. Of course, but let's be honest. These children don't need anything they can learn in a school. All they need is a strong back.
How can we resolve this?
It's resolved. It's resolved. I told you. If you want to, you can tell these kids that there's plenty of good work waiting for them over there in the groves. And that's the scene.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The only thing to think about, is how reluctant he is to do this. So in the end, then I want you to look at 2 different outfits and decide. So that's it, all right? When this is Central Florida, around 1948, and the glasses style back then was either little round, or tortoise thing, so I just happen to have these things in my wardrobe closet.
I think it looks pretty good.
Good, you think it does?
Yeah.
Because I could go with the vest too, but this sort of feels like Florida. I don't know, Central Florida? What do you think, Grayson? Joy? Glasses?
Maybe not, just because it makes it harder to see your face.
Or no glasses. They ask you to tape a scene, self-tape, and send it in. Of course, you get no actual feedback or instructions, have usually no idea what's come before or after, and it's like, it's maddening. So you have to make a strong choice, generally, and you've either made the right choice, you never know. You get no feedback whatsoever. And you can only imagine the other 100 actors that are also sending in for the same part. Right. So at the beginning of this whole ordeal, 3 years ago, I bought these lights and this little camera, not knowing that it wasn't going to be that good. So that's why I asked what kind of equipment you have. Our process, I think we've gotten the most out of this that we can, and try to learn as we go. But it's a very competitive.
I lost that tripod.
You son of a bitch.
So I brought another tripod.
You know how much that thing was worth? Well, not a little more than that, but it was used, so I'll take off 200. But I'm not gonna go that far. You know what they keep warning me? They keep telling me, Larry, when you do these auditions, remember, you're not doing the film, you're just doing the audition. But part of the fun of acting, and what I've always done is at least have a say in my costumes, in plays and movies and all of that, and often use my own clothes. When it comes down to it, I'll say, by the way, I've got a jacket that might work here, and the costume will go, oh no. We've had limited success, but we keep trying, and it's fun. I tell you, it's fun for me, even if the auditions don't go, I enjoy acting. And it's kind of fun to be able to create a character and say, well, does this land? And the other thing is just you got to stay as close to yourself as you can. That's really very important on stage. Things are much bigger. You're trying to project something to a larger audience. But on film, people are going into you. So you've got to remember, you've got to remember that the camera's doing the work. You don't have to do as much as you do on stage, which has been, an interesting transition for me, having done so many plays on stage and, relatively few movies, 23 or so. So on each one, I've learned a little bit more about working on camera.
Hey, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Hi, I'm Larry Larson. I'm reading for the role of Mayor of New York City. I'm 5'10". I'm shooting in my home studio in Atlanta, Georgia. And yes, indeed, I am willing to change my appearance. And this is scene 2, take 2, and I may just do the entire movie.
All right, we are recording.
I came to see if you... I'm going to take it back because I'm going to look at you, okay? Okay. I came to see if you have enough pillows. They sent me to see if you had enough pillows. They sent me down to see if you had enough pillows. So what's your business, son? Federal law prohibits me from sharing information about my patients, and I would say that's pretty fucking alarming. All right, wait, whoa! Don't I dream of those skinny, overpriced hot dogs? Well, hi there. Doug Allen, attorney at law. My brain don't know 50 and 56. I can't count, I'm nearly dead. I think that's enough excitement for one day. This decision is final, Doctor. The hospital is no place to be dealing with the consequences of inadequate leadership. This is my wife gives me a scarf every year for Christmas. I've got about 50 of these scarves. Now, what is it that you wanted to ask me? I think they're calling your number. Well, San Diego has traded the fifth hit to St. Louis. I'm just trying to make a living here, Tommy. You're trying to bust my chops over a couple of dozen shrimp. I'm just kidding. Not really. Whoa. Romance is finally getting the respect it deserves, perhaps something Bridgerton-esque. Well, in that case, you could have saved yourself a first-class ticket and car service, because I'm going to tell you something I could have told you over the phone. Well, his wife was having a baby. You're the one that's asking for 100 fucking light cues, Lorne. But you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I am the director, the actor. I am everything.
All the above.
See, I'm wasted on this stuff. I mean, they're wasting me. I think it's really a nice touch that he's reading the Bible just before he died. See, this is the kind of stuff that should be written in the fucking script. I have to think of all these things myself. I should get paid extra money.
Consulting fees.
Screenwriter credit is what I should get. One more. No, the source is life. Healed. First impressions are overrated. What are the girls taking?
Molly.
Molly. What's Molly? And we don't mean pennies. Sir, you are not asking this court a question. I asked you if you'd like to make a statement. Now, this court finds you in contempt. If you don't know Ken like I do, I can tell you he's one hell of a businessman. He's relentless. I mean, he's like a shark in the water. You have to defend yourself. You can't just lay there and let him pound on you like that. Well, let's be honest. There's nothing these children are going to learn here that they're going to need. What they need is strong backs. That's the shooter right there. Oh, by the way, nice catfish. Well, I surely hope you enjoyed your stay here. But I expect we won't be seeing you around these parts anytime soon. One more.
Sure.